Hey guys, welcome to Cloud Raga. So in previous video we talked about how to create a Maven project and then later we configure that project as per our requirement. Now on this video onwards we will start working on practically and see how Spring Container works. We will create a physical a Spring Container from these two interfaces we have understood last time, like Bean Factory interface and application content interface. So we'll start with Bean Factory first and let's see how it works. So we will segregate all this thing in multiple steps. So first thing would be like creating a interface example. So how it goes, I have created multiple steps like create a Maven project that we have already done. Then next step is add Spring 5 dependency. So let's start with this and let's start with that. So step 1 is create a Maven project that has been done in Eclipse. There it is. Next step says add a Spring 5 dependency. So for that I have already picked one dependency from the Maven repository and under this tag I'll need to paste it. Okay, it's done. As soon as I click save button, you will see a right side that Maven starts downloading the version. Since it's already in my local machine, so it will take less time. But in your case, if you're doing it first time, so it might take some time, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, as per your speed, network speed. Saved. There it is building and downloading stuffs and it's done. And once it's done, you can expand Maven dependencies tab and you can see by default, once you give Spring context support, Maven will download all these basic libraries to work with some simplest Spring Boot application, Spring Core application. Okay, next is create a simple Pojo class. So for that we will create a new package for this and we'll call that bean. Let's say bean. So expanding this, that's a root package. Here I'll rename it refactor, rename, let's call this bean. And we can get rid of this root package. Okay, gone, delete, fresh. Okay, so right click new class. Let's call this um, student for now. Okay, a simple project class will going to happen. So private int id and let's say private string name. Okay, so let's generate its certificates done and let's generate its true string as well, just to print stuffs from there. So step 3 is also done, like create a simple Pojo class. And next step is create a Spring XML file, and this goes inside src main Java. The location would be src main sources. Sorry, my bad. It was src main sources. So we have to work on this first. So src main sources, that's the location, and I have to create a XML file. So right click, new, pick a file, and just call it anything. I'm calling it spring.xml. That's it, and say finish. So that's the first thing I have to do, and then later I will copy this XML configuration. You can find this in official documentation as well, that what would be the basic XML configuration. That's done. For now I'll keep it empty. Later I'll do that in upcoming steps. Then next up is map the Pojo class in Spring XML file to register a bean class. So right now we have this Pojo class with us. So this is a Pojo class. Let's register this as a bean. So it goes as a bean tag, then ID, and one tab is class. I'll explain this in more detail, but for now let's have it. So ID could be anything, but should be unique throughout this process. And class gives fully qualified name. That means this package name and then class name. So I'll copy this, copy it, Excel file, paste it, and then student file saved. Okay, that's done. That's the fifth step. Next is initialize the bean class fields or properties. So we have two properties here, ID and name. I need to initialize them. So how to do that? After this, we have to go inside this bean tag, and here we have a tag, sub tag of bean tag, that is property, and it says give me the field ID name, that is ID. So ID is here, and I'll give it value like 10 or something. That's the ID, and you can close it. Likewise, give one more property. Next property in the class student is name, and I'll give a value. Let's say Ram, and then done. So that's done with the step 6. We have initialized the field. In next video, we will see how to create bean object and the stuff, and then loading process will happen. Thanks for watching this video. Let's meet in next video. Bye bye.